Hello everyone and welcome to my videos. My name is Zakil Fikri, and in today's videos I would like to tell you guys about my mini research titled An Analysis of Indonesian's English Code Mixings in Instagram Captions Posted by Indonesian's Content Creators. This research was conducted as part of Linguistic induced course, and in these presentations I will explain the background of the studies, the theory that I use, the research findings, and the conclusions. Okay, now we move to the background. Nowadays, social media has become one of the main platforms for communications. Many Indonesian content creators combine Indonesian and English in their Instagram captions. This is to make their message more attractive, expressive, and engaging. The phenomenon is also known as code mixings. Since I frequently use Instagrams, I notice that many creators naturally mix words or even use complete English sentence into Indonesian captions. These observations inspired me to analyze the type of code mixing they use. Therefore, the purpose of this research is to identify the types of Indonesian English code mixing found in Instagrams using Marshkin's theory. And now we move to the research questions. This study will focus on two research questions. The first one, what types of Indonesian English code mixings that are found in Instagrams? The second one is which types of code mixing is used most frequently in the selected captions. And also, for this research, I use Marshkin's theory of code mixings, which divide code mixings into three types. The first type is insertions, which occurs when English words or phrases are inserted into an Indonesian sentence without changing its grammatical structures. The second type is alterations, where the speaker switches from one language to another by using complete clause or sentences. And the last type is congruent lexicalizations, which happens when both languages are mixed freely because they share similar grammatical structures. Also, beside Marshkin's, I also referred to some theories like Holmes, Wardop, and Fuller and Yules. These to explain things like sociolinguistics, bilingualisms, and some code mixings. Okay, now we move to how I collect my data. For my data, I collected 5 Instagram captions which are posted by Indonesian content creators from different fields. These include fitness, education, lifestyles, and motivational content. Each caption contains Indonesian English code mixings. And then after collecting the data, I classified each captions according to Marshkin's code mixing theory. Alright, so we move to findings. First, the first captions that I found is gimana rasanya lagi mau attempt 115% ada orang tolol lewat-lewat. Jadi kompleks kan tuh. Okay, so what is these captions about? These captions was posted by Indonesian fitness content creator on Instagram, which is currently viral right now, and many people talk about it because the content creator's attitude seemed rude. Okay, so the content describes an experience during weightlifting, typically deadlift, where another person unintentionally interrupted the content creator attempting heavy lift. The captions uses a casual lifestyles that is commonly found in a fitness community. Attempt and complexes. Okay, so from these captions, I found English words, terms, and complexes embedded within an Indonesian sentences. And based on Marshkin's theory, this is classified as insertions because only English lexical items are inserted, while the grammatical structures remains Indonesians. The creator most likely used these English terms because they are already familiar among gym enthusiasts. Okay, and now we move to data 2. The data 2 sentences is yuk daftar magang dari berbagai top company ini bestie. Gas, save, dan share ke teman kamu yang lagi cari kesempatan magang. Upgrade 1400 plus skill buat persiapan karir kamu lewat e-learning MySkill. Now, these captions was posted by MySkill, an Indonesian's educational platforms that provides online learning programs and career development opportunities. The purpose of these captions, of course, to promote internship opportunities while encouraging followers to improve their professional skills. The captions contains several English expressions such as top company, save, share, upgrade, skill, and e-learning. These English words are inserted naturally into Indonesian sentences without changing the sentence structures. Therefore, according to Marshall's theory, these captions is categorized as insertions. The use of English also creates an impression of professionalism and career readiness, which supports MySkill branding strategy. Okay, now we move to my data 3. The third captions is like this. Menurutku, permen karet sugar free adalah salah satu dessert paling underrated saat diet. Nah, these captions was posted by Indonesian lifestyle and fitness content creator, and in this post, the creator shares a personal opinion about sugar-free chewing gum as an alternative snack during a diet. The target audience is, of course, people who are interested in healthy lifestyle and nutrition. I identified 3 English expressions in these captions, for example, sugar-free, dessert, and underrated. These words are inserted into an Indonesian while maintaining Indonesian grammar. And based on Marshall's classifications, this is another examples of insertions. The creators use English terms because they are commonly found in health and nutrition discussions, making the caption sound more natural and fit to the audience. Alright, and now we are at data 4, which sound like this. Dan tanpa sadar, lo berhasil ngelewatin setiap I can't do this yang pernah lo ucapkan. Keep walking, maybe this isn't the end of your story. Now, what is this caption about? These captions was posted by Indonesian's motivational content creators. The purpose of the post is to encourage followers to recognize their personal growth and continue moving forward despite previous doubts or difficulties. Unlike the previous data, this caption switches from Indonesian into complete English clause, such as I can do this, keep walking, and maybe this isn't the end of your story. Because the language changes, the clause at sentence levels, these captions is classified as alternations. The English expressions are used to strengthen the motivational message and create a greater emotional impact for readers. And last but not least, we have data 5, which sound like this. You're not tired of trying, you're tired of waiting. And then it then continues with several Indonesian paragraphs before ending with trust God's timing and wait with patience. What is meant for you will arrive at the right times, and God's plans is always worth waiting for. This captions was also posted by Indonesian's motivational content creators. The post discusses emotional experience of waiting for success, opportunities, and answers from God. Now, these captions also demonstrate alternations. Why? Because it begins with a complete English statement and then continues with Indonesian's explanations at the end with another complete English quotations. And according to Marshall's theory, switching between complete sentence in different language classified as alternations. The use of English at the beginning and the end of the captions also help captures audience attentions and reinforce the inspirational message. Alright, so that is all about all of my data. Now, what is the findings or summary of the findings that I got? So based on the analysis, I identified two types of code mixings. First one is insertions, which is appeared in through captions. Second one is alternations, which appeared in two captions. I did not find any examples of congruent lexicalizations in the selected data. This means that insertions is the dominant types of code mixing used by Instagram content creators in this study based on the data that I choose. So, in conclusions, Indonesian's English code mixing has become a common communication strategy on Instagram. Content creators use English not only because of bilingual ability, but also to make their captions more engaging, modern, emotionally appealing. Using Marshall's theory, I found that insertions and alterations were the two types of code mixing in the selected Instagram captions, with insertions being the dominant type. And I guess that is all about my presentations. I hope what I find here and what I give to you give you a better understanding of bilingual language use in digital communications. Once again, I am Zakir Fikri. Thank you so much for watching my video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.